Hey, what's up? Joecruely here. I am going to be doing a whatever this is, meet the members of MFI thing. So yeah. Uh, I s- I am a machinimator and a what is it? And animator. I do mainly sprite animations, but I'm sort of learning hand-drawn animation too. Uh, it's just a lot more fun and easy to do sprite animations though, which is why I sort of do them a little bit more. And yeah. Don't be expecting any hand animations because I'm still learning a bit, trying to make it look natural and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Um, uh, I started in the YouTube community when the reason why I started in the YouTube community first, I want to say, is because I saw this video when I was 12. It was called Mario Revenge of the Clone, and it was by Mega Man 765. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world that you could make a story out of a video game. That just blew my mind when I saw it. And then later on, one of my cousins told me about a show called Reds vs. Blue, and I was like, oh man, I would love to do something like that. And after many failed attempts at trying to get a bunch of friends together, I just finally did one when I was like 13, and it was terrible. And I advise you never to watch it because I want to say it's pretty bad. I don't know if it's as bad as Squad 68, but it does have a high-pitched me talking in it. Yeah, but eventually I started doing a bunch of machinimas and all that stuff. They were subpar, and then I started experimenting with other engines, which made it better, I guess. I want to say that it makes them better in comparison to a lot of things because not too many people do them in engines that I tend to do. And then I got some better software when I was a couple months ago, and I started working on 8-bit animations, and this is a bridge to how I got into MFI. I made a fan animation of the podcast that MindFusion does, and they wanted more of it, and eventually after the second one they just said, hey Joe, get into the group, whatnot. So yeah, I'm in the group. What is my favorite game? This is a tough one because I want to say there's so many of them that come to mind. Like Kirby's Dream Land, that was my favorite game to play as a little kid if it wasn't Pokemon Blue version, which is another one of my favorites because, as I kind of tend to say, there's only 151 real Pokemon, and the rest are filler. Yeah, even though I don't think that makes any sense because filler is sort of like, oh hey, actually that kind of does make sense. Yeah. Although I still like modern day Pokemon games. Don't get me wrong. I just like the original 151 better. Also there's Bully. That game is awesome. I love Bully. It's just like all the interesting characters and everything in the plot and everything. It was like one of my first ever sandboxy type games I've ever played. It was really fun. Grand Theft Auto 4 comes to mind too when I think about it. Red Dead Redemption. Pretty much any of Rockstar's sandbox games when I think about it. Comic Jumper, that game is so awesome. You should check it out on Xbox. It's if you get the chance to, because it's a pretty fun game. It's about this guy named Captain Smiley, and he loses his comic, and then he has to go into other comics and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty fun. Sort of like Mega Man with guns. No, it's like Earthworm Jim. I want to say that. Except he dies like Mega Man. So yeah. Trying to think of something. Man, this is tough. This is why I don't really commentate or like do updates and all that kind of stuff. Although I sometimes do. Yeah. Oh yeah, Little Big Planet's another really fun game. I have to say, even though it's sort of a PS3 exclusive and not too many people have PS3. Little Big Planet, but yeah, Little Big Planet is like the reason why I bought a PS3. That and the free online, because I was getting sick of paying for Xbox Live. Which is why this is like, the gameplay I'm using is like offline and stuff, because well yeah, if it were online I would be doing this like me messing around with friends, but this is Red Dead Redemption on the Xbox, and yeah, this is Undead Nightmare if you don't know, but I'm pretty sure you know if you've played Red Dead Redemption before. Yeah, I'm running out of stuff and I'm starting to just ramble on. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna cut to a demo reel or something, because I don't want to be this awkward, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Here's the demo reel, whatever thing.
It's by this guy named Joecruely.
Sounds like Twitter Tuesday to me.
That there's gonna be a great week. That there's gonna be a great week. That there's gonna be a great week. Yeah. That there's gonna be a great week. That there's gonna be a great week. That there's gonna be the greatest week. Yeah.
Generic warfare, the greatest thing. It's gonna own you, like Donkey Kong and Mario on the kill street level, cause you know you're lame.